Thank you all for making time and coming here. So the idea of really, while we could easily have gone ahead, invited somebody to have a conversation, somebody who's inspirational, the idea was to find inspiration amongst us. And I think each one of us is an inspiration, but we could only feature three or four of us. So the idea here is to understand from them how is it that they have navigated their careers through difficult times, not just at not just at office, but at home. There are 100 things that we do before we even step into that train or that rickshaw to come to work, and balancing the two is, while people say it's fairly easy, isme hai kya, we all know what it takes to make that step out, come to work, get we kind of do double shifts. We just don't waltz out of house or waltz into our office, right? So the idea is to understand and see examples who are relatable, because it could easily be the person sitting next to me and I don't know anything about her, but how she has gone through her journey at work, how has she balanced her work life with her personal life, is something that I thought is worth discussing. And while we definitely have people who'd be speaking, if any of you want to share your story also for any of the questions, please feel free. We would love to hear from our own colleagues also. Yeah, we can
You can start.
start.
So, the first question to our speakers is please introduce yourself, your role, location, and how long you have been with IndoStar. Seema, if you can start.
Yes, Vidhi, sure. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Seema Rawal. I am a part of the HR team. So I take care of corporate and microlab Gujarat hirings, and I've been associated with IndoStar from past 2 years.
Finny?
Hi, Vinny, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, firstly, I'm sorry, there's some problem with the network of the camera. I'm unable to switch it on. It's just showing a blank screen. So, good evening, everybody. Firstly, thank you for the opportunity to be able to speak today. I'm Finny. I am with IndoStar from 2021, and I handle the customer. I am the customer service manager for IndoStar, and I'm based out of Goa in the office.
Priyanka Mohite? Jayashree?
Yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity. I'm Jayashree from the operations. I actually joined IndoStar recently in October after a 25-year sabbatical. So it's like a fresh start for me right from IndoStar. Been working with a vendor before. So from there, where IndoStar actually absorbed me here. So it's nice meeting you all. I hope we empower each other.
The next question is can you share a defining moment in your professional journey? So, Seema, we will start with you, then Finny and Jayashree.
So, well, I'll answer this. When I was entrusted with handling critical hiring requirement, and there was a requirement which had a very tight timeline, and the role was also very crucial. And despite of the pressure that I had on me, I coordinated closely with the HOD and the hiring managers, and with my continuous follow up, we were successful to close this position.
And Seema, what changed? Like, why is it that a defining moment? Because uh, of the kind of effort you had to put in, or did it give you a lot of confidence? So why would you say that it's the defining moment?
It is defining moment because the position was open for a pretty long time. Okay, and there were a lot of challenges in closing the right fit for the role. So, in spite of having other challenges, apart from this, I managed to, get people on this, and through vendor support and through job portals. And of course, constantly taking a feedback and follow up with the HOD and the hiring managers, we're able to successfully close the right fit in for the role.
Thank you. Femi, would you like to go next?
Finny?
Femi, can you hear us? Maybe we can move to Jayashree. I think Femi has network issues. So, okay.
The defining issue is my defining moment will be taking up PNO calls as of now working in
Jayashree, could you be
IndoStar.
slightly louder?
Yeah. Am I audible? Am I audible now?
Slightly, little louder. Just a little louder.
Okay. Now,
Yes, yes.
yeah. So my defining moment will be handling these PNO calls. So since I'm directly reporting to Mr. Swaminathan, and handling these PNO calls is challenging because we have to take care of the customers' requirements as well as the branch and operation side queries, everything. Handling these two is we have to satisfy balance both together. That's the another challenging thing that I'm facing because we cannot shout at the customers nor the my colleagues. Okay, so whatever comes in, we need to address it in a way that both feel satisfied. And addressing a customer's complaint is something not easy. When it is very problematic, simple things is okay, but when it comes to very crucial, very challenging customers, it's really difficult. But you need lots
Got
of
it.
patience. That's what I've learned. Being patient enough to handle people and their attitude. That is
Fair
most
point. I would,
challenging.
yeah.
Everybody will go through.
I think everybody in this room would agree that managing people and expectations being the most difficult ones,
Yes,
no? Good.
especially with their attitude. You have to accept people as they are, and we need
Yes.
to abide with every whims and fancies so that others not get affected or feel bad about us. That is also there. We have to balance, give a balance to everything here.
Got it.
The next question is who has been your biggest inspiration, being personally or professionally?
So it has always been my parents, their hard work, resilience, and ability, to stay positive even in difficult situations and challenging situations. So these values have taught me, perseverance and dedication. And professionally, I, carry these with me. So the discipline and the commitment in my work strives me to learn and, stay focused and be patient and to improve.
Thank you, Seema. Jayashree?
Yeah, yeah. To
Finny, I
me,
don't
this,
think is
yeah,
on
I
the
know Finny is
industry.
not available in
Yeah, so
support.
you can
Yeah.
just let us know.
To me, it's my husband because he's been my backbone all throughout. It's not easy, like forgoing your career and taking up family, becoming a full-time homemaker. But he was always there when I stopped my career as well as when I resumed my career. So he is one person who's behind me every time, backing me up. And the other people are the working women over all over whoever I've come across. Every working woman is an inspiration to me because it's not easy juggling home and career. and you need to have that much of patience and adaptability to shuttle both these professions, which I feel like both is exhausting for a woman, but it's her grit that keeps her going.
But and I think in this room, most people will agree that who inspires us the most are the people at our workplace, other women at our workplace, right? With those are the people who really not just professionally, and then sometimes you're like, okay, this person has so much going on personally, and yet this is how they behave at work, which is just commendable. So I think I would agree with both Jayashree and Seema that at home maybe defining years would be our parents. However, once we start working, it's the other women around us who would inspire us the most. I don't. There'll be very rare cases where we would say, "Oh, this guy really inspired me in my career." It'll in all likelihood be, "Oh, this manager I had, or this woman who used to sit next to me was going through so much." But look at the kind of diligence that she put into work. So, Jayashree, I think everybody kind of agrees with you. It's the other women also who inspire us to deliver our best.
So
Yeah,
Finny is
I couldn't
also
have
on the
started
call
this
now.
Yes.
after
Sorry for
25 years,
the
you mentioned.
sorry for the being sorry for not being able to connect earlier. Am I audible now?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
Vinny,
are.
you
Yeah,
are.
Finny, you are.
I'm sorry, I just lost. I believe we are on the who you think as a
So
support
the
system.
question,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So
I would
yes,
like
the
to see
support
you in
system for
person.
yes, I and Jayashree interact a lot since we handle the customer service piece together. So yes, like you mentioned, ma'am, I completely agree with you that a lot of the women colleagues inspire us on a daily basis because we come across the challenges that many women face on a daily basis. So yes, that said, we do look at our colleagues and learn a lot, but as an inspiration, I mean, as a support system, my family, and of course, very strong girl bonds are the ones whom I can always bank upon at any point in time. Yeah, whether it's a midnight call or it is a it is just a went out. I know they're just a phone call away. So I believe women are the best support system for women, especially. Yeah, thank you.
True.
What challenges have you faced as a woman in the financial sector, and what did you do to overcome those challenges?
So
Seema?
Vidhi, one of the most challenging phase of my life was when I lost my husband 10 years ago. And it was emotionally and financially very difficult, for me to take responsibility. Both, I had to play a dual role, rather, I would say, for a father and a mother, role playing for this. However, this phase, made me stronger, made me more determined, independent, and, I started building financial stability. And that gave me, also the importance of perseverance.
And not to mention, you had to also play the role of a daughter-in-law, and which you are very well playing till now also. So not to miss that one out.
Yeah, yeah. So I would say that I actually have three babies at home. I have in-laws of at the age of 75 and my daughter at the age of 12.
And you would never guess that this is what, because I work very closely with Seema. And you'd never guess that this is what the person has gone through or is going through on a daily basis. As she rightly said, older people are like babies. So having three babies at home and managing workplace is, I think, and I have not for a single moment have I seen a single day that Seema's brought that with her to work and given that excuse to either herself or anybody else. She will bring her best to office. She will bring her best even over the weekends. It's like the kind of diligence she puts into her work. I don't think a boy will ever be able to. Like a guy will not. Totally commendable. Thank you, Seema, for being such an
Thank you, Jasmine.
Shinu, would you like to go next?
Yes. So I am married to, as a spouse of a Indian Armed Forces personnel. I would say I've come across many challenges in the financial sector, in the corporate sector. Uh, I have had to leave my career in the midst of doing very well because of his constant transfers. I have had to face, had to sit through interviews wherein that has been a drawback, has been pointed out as a negative point, because the constant transfer would affect my performance, and it would result in the company having to train me and then probably lose me to either another competitor because of the change in the location. So this has been a constant. It has been a huge constant. It has resulted in me having to dabble in various other industries other than the financial sector. So yes, from my perspective, I would like to state that in the financial sector there is a lot of lack of flexibility, especially for senior job roles in women for women. There's a lot of underestimation of skills because they say that you have taken a sabbatical, you are not working in the corporate sector for so and so time. So then, of course, you're not upskill, or probably you won't be able to match up with the team which with the current job demands. Uh, then there is, of course, the constant fear that women being the primary caregivers in the house, you will have to always you generally tend to prioritize that and will not be able to deliver as much as your male colleagues. So yes, these are a few of the challenges that I have faced.
And how do you have overcome those challenges?
So that has resulted in me switching lines, learning new skills, upgrading myself constantly, adapting to situations so that I don't have to, I'm constantly trying to learn something new to be able to keep up keep up with that particular. If I'm looking, I mean, I've dabbled in employment research. I've done editing of books. So it's not been a straight line path for me and career wise. So each time I'm faced with rejection, I take it in my stride and I say, okay, maybe it's teaching me something, or maybe I need to do something else. This is not what it's meant to be right now, and maybe something better will come my way. So that constant fine tuning of my mind needs to happen, which has probably helped me in a in a great manner to adapt through life.
This is
Thank
my
you, Finny.
first financial, yeah, this is my first financial sector. Before that, I've been working mostly in customer care and all such things. So there, we only face people harassments and all such things. But here, I haven't come across any such situations because it's been really, people are here are really cooperating and very acknowledging, and they understand each other, and it's a very big support system here in the operations. And operations, I'll guarantee it's a very big support system here for me.
Thank you.
What skills do you think are are the most important for women to grow in their career?
Vidhi, can you repeat, please? If you don't mind.
What skills do you think are the most important for women to grow in their career?
For me, most important is be confident, have strong communications, build strong relationship at your work. Be financially independent, share your thoughts, share your ideas, and keep learning and growing.
Thank you. Finny, could you go next?
Yes, for me, the skills that I believe are very important for career growth. Firstly, I would say resilience. Try and adapt And even if you stumble, try to pick yourself up, believe in yourself. I know it's difficult at times. I know it's extremely challenging, but of course, with the support of other women colleagues and a good, strong female bond, things become easier to manage and maneuver. Apart from that, patience, the ability to multitask. Of course, we do, like how ma'am said, we do a double shift. So that has to be. I mean, we are constantly trying to be able to stretch ourselves, so that we have to be able to manage that, managing work life balance and clearly defining boundaries so that we do not burn ourselves out. At the end, we need to be able to be there for our family as well as do a good job back in the workplace. Thank you.
think
Thank you.
I think most of them have covered all the points. Mainly, it's adaptability. Keep an open mind to learn everything, whatever comes up. Same thing. Keep adjusting according to the market standards. Upgrade yourself, upskill, whatever you have to do to grow in your career. You have to take into consideration. It's not just just look into this particular field or no. You have to be open to accept changes. Changes is the only one thing that will actually lead to success. And if you're not ready to change, nothing is going to change in your life as well.
And thank you, Jayashree, for that. And I think Seema said something very pertinent. She said resilience and perseverance. And I would totally agree with her because there'll be 100 people putting you down every day, right? If you're like, regardless of gender, there are 100 people, and if you're a woman, there are 150 people to put you down to say that, oh, you don't know, let me explain this to you. If you are somebody who's not resilient, who will not get up the moment you put down, it's very difficult for us to survive, right? So I think resilience, perseverance being the most important, qualities that one needs to develop to be a part of the workforce.
Next question is, what advice would you give to young women starting their career?
And we do have a couple of young women, like as young as the interns. So I think that's for them.
For me, every woman is a young woman. It is all in your mind. Okay. So my advice would be same, I would tell them just be confident, have willingness to learn and, build strong relationship, keep growing and be financially independent. Have a very, go and talk to the people on floor. We believe in your abilities. Speak up and share your thoughts.
Vinny?
My advice to younger women is to be dedicated towards your work, be ready to learn, appreciate the hard work that our previous generation of women have toiled and managed to ensure that we get a fair equal rights workplace, and we are recognized in organizations. Do not take that for granted. Pick your battles. Not everything needs to be fought. Not everything needs to be prioritized. And yes, if something is very dear to you, please voice your opinion. Don't hold yourself back. Your voice does matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Finny.
Thank you. Young girls should
Jayashree,
be
you have a
open-minded.
couple of very, very young women in the room. So your
Yes,
answer
yes.
really will define
Yes, we have
how this shape to be.
all my daughter's age. I have three young girls here. So, so I would say like it should be like open. They should be able to learn whatever comes in. This is a learning stage where they need to grasp anything.
Finny, can we request you to put yourself on mute?
Sorry.
The young women should be open-minded to keep upskilling their job or something. Whatever comes their way, they just need to learn instead of just getting stuck in one particular situation. So as they keep learning, they navigate into better professions, and it's a road to success to them. It's a good experience that they're going to gain. So they should
Jeshri, I think we lost you.
There's some
get
network
as they
issue.
grow. I think as they grow
Yeah,
in their profession, I think they'll become wiser than us.
That I agree with you.
the next question would be how do you manage your work-life balance?
Vidhi, self-care is very important, aspect. So I believe staying physically,
Yeah,
uh,
self-love.
yeah,
Without
self-love,
self-love,
self-care.
nothing is going to work.
Correct, Jayashree. So, staying physically, mentally, emotionally strong, you are able to take care of both home and of work. So I believe, you should have, self-care is very important, I believe. If you take care of yourself, the rest has been taken care.
Finny, can
Yes, so I agree that self-love is very, very important. And in addition, I would also like to say that work-life balance is a concept. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We should be able to take that into our stride, maneuver that period, and let's ensure and be sure that it's just a phase. It will pass by. Ensuring work is properly designated, team is properly trained, processes are in place, help manage work life efficiently. But when things get hectic, we should be able to adapt and accept, and then, like I said, ride the tide. It will all smoothen out.
Jayashree?
I think Jeshri said self-love, and I think no, we couldn't agree more with Jeshri and Seema. And Finny also somewhere interjected that if we take care of ourselves, everything else will fall into place. And we typically don't.
Now in the age,
We
and
typically
because
end
in
up,
between there's a network issue.
sure. So I just, so Jeshri, what I was saying was that typically we end up taking care of everybody but ourselves. That's the first thing.
When a
Like,
woman,
let me take care of the house. Let me take care of my colleague. Let me get this work done. But in all of this, none of us thinks, what about
yes,
me? And that
first
is
is
the
you.
reality. That
Yes,
is the reality that you would want to first take care of everybody around you, regardless of where you are. Look at our mothers. They've dedicated their lives to their in-laws, their parents, their husbands, their children. And we're very thankful to them for that. But for our mothers, the thing was they never thought of them first, and hence we don't. We also kind of operate like that. We don't say that, oh, this is what I want. Okay, you want to, today we have a family dinner. Where do you want to go? Wherever this person wants to, wherever kids want to go, wherever husband wants to go, wherever in-laws want to go. Where do I want to go is not a thought that comes to us. So we have to stop doing that. If we don't put ourselves first, nobody else will. Yeah?
the problem is many women feel guilty because when they prioritize themselves, it's like a guilt feeling that is getting stuck in between. So I feel like women shouldn't take that seriously in the sense that guilt. Just remove that guilt, prioritize yourself first, then you will start transforming in life. That's the only way you can evolve and transform.
And
Without
we
self
don't
love,
even have
nothing is
to
there.
go far. I'll just share a very small example. Today is Women's Day. So this morning when I woke up, the first message I saw on my phone was my house help or my cook saying can't come today. And the first thought I had by sleeping, the first thought I had was that I'm going to wear a sari tomorrow because it's been so long. And in the morning when I woke up, I was like, forget sari, forget everything else. I have to cook. Oh, I have to ensure the clothes are washed, and I have to do this, I have to do that. And then I remember saying, I told Rosita, I promised you, but I can't because, it doesn't. I'm like, oh my God, my husband has to go, his tiffin has to be ready. What about it's Women's Day? It's my day. So we don't even have to go far. And I'm sure y'all would also do the same. सब कुछ पहले आ गया मेरा मन मेरे priorities last थे मेरे लिए. So we'll ourselves have to stop doing that. Yeah.
What advice would you like to give? Sorry, what support system, family, or at workplace help you succeed?
For me, a strong support system includes my family, my supporting reporting manager, my colleagues, my entire HR team, my mentors who guide me professionally, and at the same time, my own resilience and faith, which keeps me going on during challenging time. As a single parent, this support system helps me stay balanced both and grow me, helps me grow both professionally and personally.
Thank you, Seema. And I would talk about my support system. It's you. Yeah. The reason I can afford to come half an hour late, take care of my stuff at home is because I know Seema is managing the show. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Sunny?
Yes, my support system is my family, my dear girl pals whom I have from, I think, 3 decades, my team out here, and the teams that we generally, I mean, I generally interact with, the senior management. They are quite supportive to and assist in solving all the major issues. Thank you.
Same here, like my support system is my family first, my husband and my kids, both, all the three. And then my mother-in-law, especially, I should give a special mention to her because without her, I wouldn't be here, this is speaking to you people here. Though my husband is supporting, but my mother-in-law is my greatest pillar of support. And here in operations, every people here, right from Mr. Swami to everybody here, are my support system. Anytime, any information that I seek for are given to me without any issues or showing faces or anything, no attitudes at all. That is why I love my operations team. They are my biggest support systems, and the other heads that I interact with, everybody is really obliging and ready to help.
Thank you, Jayashree. How important is mental well-being for working women?
Mental well-being for a working woman is very important, as they often balance multiple responsibilities both at work and home. So when women prioritize their mental health, they are better able to manage stress.
Thank you, Seema. Sunny?
I completely agree with Seema. We should stop feeling guilty for making us a priority, because we play dual roles, and it's very important that we take time to repair our own repair and address our issues before we try to take on additional responsibilities. So yes, it's it's of paramount importance.
Thank you, Sunny. Jayashree?
Yeah, see, when it comes to mental health, one thing is we should not mix things here. See, once you're working, when you enter into your office, you leave your household problems at the doorstep. And when you enter the office, it is only office. That is how you can give your full potential to your work. Once you leave the office, then it is the other way. So once you know how to balance these two, I think we cannot come across these mental issues. we know how to overcome such problems in life. That is where
And
the mental ability, a woman's greatest mental ability lies. She should know how to balance work and house. So she takes home the problems, the household problems to office. She's not going to give her potential. That is where she lag again. And if she takes the household work to, office work to the household, then again there it'll create some problems, unless and until if it is really necessary.
Thank you, Jayashree. One habit that keeps you motivated and productive.
So I am a number 9. So being a number 9, I'm naturally, feel driven and motivated. So I believe in, I believe in leading with purpose, staying positive in every situation, whether it is personal, professional, challenging, how difficult it is, I try to be positive. And, I complete, what I start, I ensure that I complete that. So this keeps me motivated and productive.
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Seema.
When I'm
Well,
Yeah, one habit that keeps me motivated is reading a lot of reading books written about the lives of inspirational women like Michelle Obama, and to just name one of the most prominent ones, Oprah Winfrey. They have overcome so many challenges. So I always feel that when I read certain parts of their books, it gives me a lot of strength. I derive a lot of strength from what the things that they mention. Apart from that, I also like to journal. When I'm faced with certain issues and I'm unable to see clearly, I like to write things and ask questions which will help me clear out the confusion that's there in my mind. Yeah.
thank you, Fani. Jayashree.
Yeah. As Seema said, I too am a self motivator. So I greatly depend on myself first. Then when I'm down or something like that, I just look for, uh, I look where the problem is and why is this problem or this challenge in my life wanting me to learn. And this is how I'll change. I'll change my attitude towards from negativity to positivity. So every negative situation that comes in our life has something to teach. So we need to learn what that lesson is. And when it comes to productivity, my consistency and discipline, that is what I believe in. Being consistent and disciplined is the biggest tool that helps you succeed in life.
Thank you, Jayashree. How has IndoStar supported your professional growth?
For me, IndoStar has supported my professional growth by giving me more opportunities to take on new responsibilities and learn continuously. And that's how I have grown and what I am today.
Uh, shall I? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Fani.
as I mentioned, I am a spouse of an Indian Armed Forces personnel. I've had 11 years sabbatical before I got an opportunity at IndoStar. I had given up the chance of getting back into the corporate world when another lady, a very brilliant, a lady with a lot of foresight, Jaya Janardhan, who was the CEO of IndoStar, decided to launch customer service for women who were restarting their careers. And I was privileged to be amongst one of the selected candidates. And she even entrusted me with the responsibility of handling the grievance redressal cell for regulators without me having much of background or a knowledge on that. So that was a huge motivating factor for me that the firstly I got an opportunity to work with the company, and secondly that she entrusted me to be able to learn and pick up this entire process on my own. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I? Yeah.
Yeah, Jayashree.
See, I really didn't think I landed up here, first of all, because uh, this corporate world will never accept a lady who's got a sabbatical of 25 years. Okay. That's the biggest negative point in me. But that IndoStar has changed me a lot. Okay. So coming from a vendor, seeing my skills and my talent, I was absorbed, on roll here in IndoStar, and that is my starting point in this life. A second innings in my 50s, I'll say. So life begins, for me, life began after 50.
And as Seema said, we're all young, so yeah,
Yes,
doesn't
yes,
matter.
still young at heart.
Cool.
What more can organization do to empower women employees?
And I would actually like to hear from the room as well, on this one. How can we help empower you better? Like anything that comes to your mind while we will listen to what Seema has to say. You all please think in case there's any idea that comes to your mind, we'll be more than happy to implement it. Seema, till people think about their answers, you can go ahead and.
Sure. So I believe organizations should actively encourage women at workplace. Not it's just not about policies. It's about creating an environment for women feel where they feel supported, respected, and they are given equal opportunities to lead and succeed.
Agreed.
I agree
Any,
with
any,
what yes, I agree with with what Seema has just said. We need to give more opportunities to women who have taken sabbaticals on account of things which are beyond their control, personal or familial reasons, to be able to give them an equal space as their male counterparts, to be able to voice their thoughts. That would really be appreciated. Thank you.
Any? Jayashree?
Yeah, it'll be better if we can create a platform for women where they won't feel guilty of leaving their kids home when they are on holidays. Just a suggestion, like, because most of the women here have that in mind. So since I'm heading one of the women's wings here, so most of the staff here, they feel like during vacations, kids are just left at home under anybody's guidance, but they feel if it is here with them, if their kids are here with them, it'll be more, they'll work more proficiently. That's the thing I want to put forth. Because see, every woman here is already empowered. So if we can just give them some ways where they can handle these things lightly, I think it'll be better. We'll get more productivity.
thank you for the suggestion. Anything that we can do here? Anybody?
Any suggestions?
सब अच्छा चल रहा है मिस नहीं करना so
Anybody from the meeting would like to give their suggestions?
what can we do better?
Yeah, so I would like to highlight. I am Sapna Jain. So on quarterly basis, we are receiving email from HR that Employee Excellence Award. So along with that, we can receive women recognition at the workplace.
Okay,
Quarterly basis, at least one from each department.
I think that's a good idea. She's the one who
Now, please do that.
Why don't we get innovative ideas from all, from pan-Indian branches or I mean HOs,
yes
where we can
we have a
implement things.
correct,
We can give some creative work. We can do some creative things here to
we will
bring a
we will
change.
we will we'll we will try to float a survey of sorts and
Yeah.
listen to what
And even if budget permit, then we can organize some sports or something.
Yeah, we can, we can, we really can. So these
Why
things,
don't we open a gym? I'm telling you, because women never go to the
Yeah,
gym.
that is
that
little
that is
difficult.
difficult, I guess.
She's like, this is a big gym.
Like, we understand we are in IndoStar.
Most of the women, they're not consistent going to gyms or working out at home. So let IndoStar be a platform where we can actually do ourselves.
So we can totally do like, I don't know, some inter team competitions or, walkathons or something. So that can be done. So that's a good idea.
I think once a quarter we can just meet up like this and have like a activity where at least everyone can participate. Maybe one time it could be a like session, other time it could be an activity, something that I'm sure everyone has some hobby that they have. They can probably pitch in. Like,
Organize and
yeah, like I had a previous colleague who was into making candles, so we had organized a candle making workshop for the women. So maybe something like that, probably once a quarter.
idea ticket. By the head of
We are looking forward to you.
the catch your neck if it doesn't happen.
So we will go ahead with the next question. What message would you like to give to the leadership team?
Vidhi, you are not going to pass this message, no?
You can tell.
So, my message to the leadership team would have frequent open discussions, on the floor with the people, to give them the knowledge about company's vision and strategy on a broader.
Thank you, Seema. Fini and Jayashree.
I would like
I
to.
would
Oh,
like
yeah.
to, sorry, Jashi, want to go? I would
No,
like
go
to
you.
state that, just mention that it would be nice if they could just take feedback from women employees all across, maybe in a if anonymous manner, because I'm sure everyone will think will not find it very comfortable to share. So maybe in an anonymous manner, take feedback from all the different departments to understand what are the issues they're facing and what can be improved for their work life. And of course, trust them that empowered women will help in bringing robust workplaces.
Thank you.
So as of now, we are following a all-inclusive thing here. So it's like a greater support system, I would say, Mr. Swaminathan, because every month when we convene a women's meeting, we address all the issues that we are going through, and it is been resolved by him. So that is one thing I'm very proud of. So we really got a good leader here.
Swami sir is indeed a good leader, Jayashree. I closely work with him. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Because like lots of things that women couldn't voice out have been voiced out now in front of him, and it's been all resolved.
And he takes it up on priority, like that very the moment he gets on with your
Exactly,
we all get calls and we're like, oh, okay. and he's in that this means business sort of mode. Which he typically will be like very nice, and then he'll be like, no, this needs like urgent attention. So yeah, I would agree with you on that. Cool. I think Vidhi,
The last question, yeah. The last question would be one message for all the IndoStar employees this Women's Day.
So, my message would be appreciate, inspire, empower each and every woman who is sitting beside you. Keep growing and glowing. And remember, every day is a Women's Day. Happy Women's Day to all the women.
thank you, Seema. Thank you.
My message would be every woman's success should be an inspiration to another. We are strongest when we cheer each other on. Happy Women's Day to each one of you, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Philip.
And for me, like I've been following this for more than 2 decades. Okay, this is a quote that always inspired me to follow. It's be the woman who fixes another woman's crown without telling the world it was crooked. That is how every woman should be.
That's very well put
Because
together. Thank you.
once you see the flaws, only you'll see the
Yes.
flaws. But when you just address it differently, every woman is an inspiration. That's what I said. Another woman's crown without telling the world it was crooked.
And I think we are running short of time, but the theme of this year is support. It's called Give to Gain, and I think it's so apt, and it should have been a theme long back. For years, it's been about getting a seat at the table, equality. It has never been about the fact that we as she rightly said, we can empower each other. Firstly, look at ourselves and then empower the woman sitting next to you. Only then will we be able to get a seat at the table, right? So I think the theme this year is very apt, and we should all of us try to practice that in our real lives because, as I said, there are 100 million people to put us down. Only the other person understands what we go through. Another woman understands what we go through on a daily basis. So we have to help each other. And nobody can help us as much as we can to each other. Right? Would anybody like to share anything before we close the session?
And Jasmine, I would like to thank you for this opportunity and wishing all the women of IndoStar a very happy Women's Day.
Thank
Let's
you.
empower
Thank you,
each other,
Jayashree.
inspire and empower each other. That's more important.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Cool. So we can
If anyone else would like to share something.
Everybody wants to wish from operations.
Happy Women's Day to everybody.